It is amazing how one can have a balanced diet and improve if he had a health condition such as liver issues, heart issues, the esophagus issues, and he gets to improve simply because you are giving him the right hydration, fruits, vegetables, whole meal, and even protein. So if he had certain problems because he has been abusing alcohol and substances, those problems get to reduce. As he goes through the withdrawal period, he gets to stop taking, to reduce his taking of alcohol and substances, and the body does not suffer the withdrawal symptoms so much simply because you are giving the right diet. Ladies and gentlemen, I take this opportunity to welcome you to the video today, and our topic is diet for persons misusing alcohol and substances. If we listen to them, we shall save lots of millions. If you like this channel, remember to subscribe, like, and share. So, when one is abusing alcohol and is addicted to different substances, their diet gets affected negatively for the body. They crave for certain foods. Those foods, depending on what one is craving for, he can easily become dependent again on the food and ends up with another medical situation. If you crave for sugar, you end up being diabetic. They take meals in a very irregular manner at that time when they're abusing substances and alcohol. So it is you in that household, it's you in that home who is supposed to help the person recovering from abuse and misuse of alcohol and substances to get to withdraw as he eats meals regularly. Some of these meals include those meals that will hydrate him, those meals that will give protein. Remember, he has not been having a regular meal, and most of the calories he got them from the alcohol he was taking and from the substances he was abusing. If he gets regular diet, it is going to be beneficial to his body. This is a body that is suffering different symptoms of withdrawal. He may be sweating too much, he may be having seizures, he may be having depression. So this is a person you need to help come back to normalcy. The good diet, remember, will detoxify the body. And once the toxins get out in the form of drinking too much water, it's really not too much, but just enough. Some fruits are taken whole, others are taken in form of juice, then you are helping that body to build. But if you give the person that alcohol he has been abusing and it's ever on the shelf, then the withdrawal may take quite long for him to know that he needs to stabilize. Remember, we have licensed people who make the alcohol, they contribute positively to society, and they are allowed to brew in law. They pay our taxes. So we are not saying alcohol and substances are bad. We are saying excessive consumption. This video purposes to tell us more on the need to take a balanced diet and benefits of a balanced diet. What foods should be taken then? We are saying one needs hydration. You know, when you are abusing alcohol and substances, the body gets dehydrated. And to bring back the fluids lost, remember, withdrawal symptoms include loose stool, include vomiting, include nausea. So if we give the person water, then the fluids the minerals that are lost through vomiting, through diarrhea, will be replenished. They also need to take in water to flush out the toxins and enhance recovery to normalcy. The toxins are in the body because you've been abusing alcohol excessively. So that's why we give you water. We also need fruits and vegetables. Why do we need fruits and vegetables? Fruits such as pawpaws, fruits such as pineapples, passion fruit, avocado, amongst others, cherries, berries, name them. have fiber. And this fiber, alongside vegetables like cowpeas, vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, the fiber helps one get energy. And once you are energized, you don't feel hungry so often. So you are thinking about alcohol reduces. You are thinking about that substance you've been abusing reduces. And you end up now concentrating on the diet. And it's important that you give those meals at short intervals. For example, morning, there should be a bite in between, then lunchtime, there should be a bite in between, then dinner. And keep in mind, you don't want the person bored. So the person may end up walking around. And if you give these foods alongside some exercise, then it will reduce blood pressure and prevention of inflammation. This is a body which may be having a heart condition. And once you have a heart condition, the body parts tend to swell, e.g. the legs. So inflammation comes in. The pH around your bones are not the same. Vegetables too are rich in fiber, and when well taken, they help the fruits and the body generally to have proper energy. You'll not feel like you are staggering all the time. You start stabilizing. We may also need to talk about protein. Protein can be found in fish. We can find protein in meat. We can find protein in assorted items such as beans. Now, what does the protein do? The protein is good also to help the body build up, to repair the tissues. And remember, appetite may not be high. So if he cannot take in that fish, he cannot take in that chicken, because some protein is found in poultry, in eggs, then just give us broth. Make the broth and let him take it as a fluid, a liquid, and then it will replenish. The body will receive the protein and it will replenish what he had already missed by misuse of alcohol and substances. The detoxification process is not as simple. This is a dangerous process. And if you see the former misuser of alcohol and substances is exhibiting symptoms that require a doctor, please reach out to the next medical practitioner, whether it's a nurse, clinical officer, or a doctor. You may also be advised to take the person to a nursing home that has already trained personnel who know how to deal with various symptoms the person in his withdrawal attempts will be exhibiting. So don't rule out the doctor at all. You need qualified staff. Also, part of our diet needs whole grain. And what am I talking about when I say whole grain? You need to give corn, you need to give rice, you need to give wheat, and we are talking of whole wheat, oatmeal. These are the foods that have a lot of what will help the body to lower cholesterol. They will give the body energy. We are talking of sorghum, barley. Those are the millet. Those are the foods that are going to give the body the energy that it requires. And as you know, these foods have certain importance. So what is the importance of giving regular meals? Regular meals are important in stabilizing the body. The body is shaking because one has been misusing alcohol and substances. You experience nausea, you vomit. You are ever going to the convenience room all the time. You may be having loose stool. So we need a balanced diet to stabilize the body. We need regular meals to help our moods improve. No, sometimes such a person tends to be very harsh. Is moody. You don't know what he's thinking about. It doesn't motivate you when he stops eating. So get to understand it is his medical condition. Withdrawal is not instant, it is a process. Stress reduces when you give the meals. The meals are given at short intervals, not a big chunk on a plate and you expect the next meal after 6 hours. Put in something in between. Then it will help them reduce stress. It will help them build tissues. Remember, this is a body which is worn out. The liver is affected. The esophagus is affected. The rectum may be affected, depending on the type of drug one was abusing, depending on the type of alcohol one was misusing. Symptoms of craving for foods will be checked. One will not feel like going back to the shelf to check whether his alcohol or substance is there, but you are talking to the person, giving a meal on time, then the person does not get hungry. Chances of relapse get reduced. Why do I say they get reduced? The person is eating something, then the person is going for some sports, the person is being talked to, counseling takes place, so the person gets to own the problem. Chances of relapsing back to start taking alcohol and substances reduce. The person will make informed choices. Why am I saying informed choices? It's because his mindset has started to change. So he's starting to own the problem, and it's as a result of regular meals. Both the body and mindset will be feeling better. When the body and mindset feel better, then that person starts behaving in a manner that motivates you, the caretaker. Withdrawal symptoms such as body tremors, body aches, pains, sweating, the feeling of being tired, depression, seizures, disorientation, amongst others, will be addressed by the regular meals. Medical conditions may be addressed by specific foods taken regularly. Such foods include carbohydrates, proteins, fruits, and water. Remember, when we were talking about meals, I may have missed out to mention that you need also whole meal. If you did not hear it, I'm repeating, whole meal is very important. You also need to introduce sports. Let that person dance a bit. Let that person walk a bit. Let that person run a bit. Analyze the situation. We don't want the patient, our person who is withdrawing from alcohol and substance, to drive back into relapses of taking the same. We want the person to move forward. That's why it is very important that you introduce some sports and meals continuously. When you talk to the person, boredom reduces. Once boredom reduces, what happens? The person feels he belongs. And if he's idle, then that is the devil's workshop. When you have an idle mind, it's a devil's workshop. He'll think, now, I'm lonely. I just have the TV and my laptop. What should I do? Then the person goes back to check whether his drink is wherever he normally hides. If it's on an open shelf or in a suitcase, he'll take that and decides to take. But if we give the regular meals, he does the sports, I can assure you, you'll be helping the person immensely. Recovery, remember, as I've always said, it is gradual. It's not instant like heating an oil to a liquid. The planned diet, acceptance at household level, and this trickles to the community level, trickles up to the community level. If you accept the person at the house, then the community starts saying you are really struggling to help the person. They also embrace love. The person will not be lonely. The friends will continue coming. And then the person's journey to recovery will be slightly shorter. So that's what you need. First of all, accept, ensure he doesn't look at himself as being dysfunctional, and that way you'll be assisting so much. Opportunities will open up and have always been there globally. Opportunities for links that have important information on one withdrawing from misuse of alcohol and substances. Those opportunities, you only need to have some data, you serve, you get them, the links are all over, you Google, you'll get them, and help the person read, print for the person, assist the person who is withdrawing, access them on his laptop, or send him in his email. Give him in the way that is user-friendly to him. Once he reads, that is the journey also for his psychology to recover. Replace alcoholic drinks in the house. They're on the shelf. They're in different parts. Replace them with what is friendly to a recovering body. It can be a fruit. It can be fruit juice mixed with vegetables. They have already been blended together. And the person takes that instead of looking for his alcohol or for her alcohol. You know, drinking is for both of us, whether either gender and either age. Alcohol for a drug-dependent person and substances for a drug-dependent person do not only affect them. They also affect the community where the person lives. They affect the workplace if the person was working, the school if it was a student. Remember, this is the time when they get the wrong side of law. We get juveniles, we get adults going to the jail simply because in their drunk state, in the state of being intoxicated by substances, they found themselves on the wrong side of law. They may have raped and done all sorts of atrocities. So the journey to recovery needs one to be embraced. And remember, I repeat, places that make alcohol are licensed. They pay fees to the government. They're in law. They also pay taxes to the government. They participate in corporate social responsibility. So it is we ourselves who drink alcohol and drink it excessively, who take substances and take them excessively, that are making those institutions to look bad. They're not bad. It's just like if you have a machete, it is supposed to help cut some grass now, or a tree, a branch of a tree. Now, you cannot say the companies that make machetes should stop. No, it is you and I to stop abusing substances and misusing alcohol. Ladies and gentlemen, our next video will be on the impact that comes, the shift that comes in the life of a person misusing alcohol and substances. Our video comes to an end today, and I request once again you subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.